Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. Today we are going to be discussing the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency. What is going on? We have heard a lot, and there are more to come. We will dive into what actually transpired yesterday morning, leading up to the evening hour. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show as we dive into the conversation. First and foremost, we are waiting to get connected with our guys in Liberia. Speaking of the radio stations, Truth FM 96.1, Top FM is Redwood, Nigeria County. Also, Radio Farmer in Beaumont, Bond County. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show. Let's do that while we wait for you to share the show. We will play our SKTV sound so to use that time to start to share the show. All right.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise from there. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clear police who make on you. I can't ask you to be menu. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money. And why you? And you love
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Monrovia, Lofa, and Grand Bassa.
And I Guinea ya too many, and I Sadia ya too many, and I Conakry ya too many, and I Cordova ya too many, and I Guinea ya too many, and I Sadia ya too many, and I Conakry ya too many, and I Cordova ya too many, and I Fadiga ya too many. That's the baby, and I Fadiga na. So she walk on my ya too many. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Monrovia, Lofa, and Grand Bassa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise from best. To work with my life without fear. From Grand Bassa, Nima to Lofa. From River Sass, River G to Chide. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwater. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise from there. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clear police who make on you. I can't ask you to be menu. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money. And why you? And you love
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. Africa. SKT, we the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lofa and Grand Bassa.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Sadia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Sadia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Fadiga ya tumale, esta tiki, ena Fadiga, tosi wako maya tumale, yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lopa and Grand Bassa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grand Bassa, Nima to Lufa. From River Test, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, the San to Backwalu. From Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah.
Lawrence Maxwell Moore, how are you, sir?
Well, Mr. Kane, it's good to be on the show. It's been a long time. I apologize for. Yeah, I apologize for that due to some engagement. We were having the burial ceremony of the longest serving paramount chief, who happened to be my boss father. So actually, I missed the show. I apologize for being.
We missed it as well.
Yeah. So I'm back on the show again, Chief. Thanks for having me this evening.
Thank you. So yeah, besides the the barrier, what is going on in Burma and around Liberia? What do you know?
Well, Mr. Kane, yesterday on Facebook, I followed the information from the deputy minister, the DEA, the director and the deputy director, the confrontation that is unfolding. Luckily for me, you share the post with me now. You will share it with some of the guys who DM us in the various chat rooms in and out of Bond County. So I think it will be interesting this evening. On Thursday evening, a 23-year-old man got drowned in St. Paul River when they were coming from the sugarcane farm in a town called Mawa, out of sugarcane farm. So while they were coming, the canoe capsized and he got drowned. So his body was found last evening, yesterday, and he had been buried. And also, a man was also arrested by the honorable representative of the district or family on Saturday at the gravesite of the paramount chief, according to our family official Facebook page, where he posted that this man was showing horn to him at his back. So luckily for him, God will have it. I'm quoting directly from what our family posted on the official Facebook page. Luckily for him, God will have it. He turned around, he saw the man, so the man was turned over to the traditional team. So for now, this morning, I saw him on the motorbike with the Chizo of former one Jerry Tapper. They were carrying for investigation. But for now, for me, I take it as an alleged until the others can come up with the fact finding as well, because there were a lot of people who were also part of that ceremony. Senator Moy were also there. Councilor Tiawanse Gonglo was there. Former Transport Minister Samuel Wulu was also there. The Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Internal Affairs was there. Former Representative Honorable Bagley was also part of that event in Hindi on Saturday. So there were a lot of people. So why the traditional people are carrying on the investigation? So we remain mute until the fact is found. So far, so good. That's it from this side of the district. So,
wow, thank you so much for that very, very important information. Johnson Mabon Kula, How are you, sir? How you doing? And what's going on in Monrovia, and Liberia at large? What's going on?
Well, thank you so much, Seku. And let me say, welcome back to my colleague, Lawrence. I always enjoying rescuing you, but howbeit, today I think you just come on and that's surprising to me. But
Let me rescue
that,
you today.
that's it. So that's it. I just want to say, welcome back after all of the hard work behind the scene. Thank you. Yeah. So thanks to our follower, our viewers. Indeed, today is another day in the nation capital. Mind you, there were most of the things happen. There were all of the political talk, and all of the things happen. So yes, indeed, today we wake up again with another stories where today information gathered that Honorable Yaka Koruba today was denied in some of the meetings that were held behind closed door. We were also following that, and they also talked to the press. But before that, let me just bring up about what been happening maybe since yesterday, the LDEA or between the LDEA. Yesterday, those information came out to the public, and there was some reactions to that. Everybody had their own saying as to what's going on. How come the Liberia drugs enforcement arm that Liberia depends on to fight drugs, they are there fighting among themselves. So there are a lot of mixed reactions, and the Liberian are giving their own take, their own view on what's going on, especially when it comes to the LDEA. And the former president, Mana Ellen Serif, son or Charles Serif, indeed, yesterday the news broke that he passed off yesterday in Ghana, and it's true, it's 100% confirmed. So the government of Liberia also sent out their condolence message to the former president and Liberians at large. Yeah, so they they report that over the weekend at least 3 children have been killed by a speeding truck in Kirisburg, Monrovia County, and the incident happened in weather time when the children had gone on the road to watch students of Mount Gida Academy parading during their Color Day celebration along the Kakata Federal Highway. So, according to the information, 3 persons had lost their life due to a speeding truck that ran through the children and the parents and Liberia at large. We are all in sympathy with the baby family, and the case is already in the hand of the Liberian government. Also, uh, the president is still out of the country. Our president is still out, and all of the reactions that are going on behind him, even though there are some mixed reactions also, where we saw of some of the government official posting that the president should take serious drastic actions about what's happening at his back. And um, so far so good. These are some of the trailing national issues in Liberia. As we go along, we're going to update our people as the news come in.
Thank you so much, Maybon. Let's welcome Brazilian Monk. Monk, how are you, sir? And welcome.
What's up,
Brazilian
guys?
Monk, how you doing?
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I've been hanging around. Yesterday, you guys caught me off guard. I was waiting till 1:15. I think today maybe something's not right. And then when I step out while driving, I saw SKTV popping up on my phone. I was like, what's going on here? I was like 2 something. I was like, no, I'm done today. So I saw Mabel commenting when I made that point. I said, you guys tricked me today. You can't get me now. I'm
Yeah,
out.
got you.
Yeah. But yes, for me, not too much happening on my end. I just been following the news. Went in details concerning the whole South Korean trip, the reason behind the trip, the reason for the summit, and countries that were awarded, people that were invited, leaders that were able to meet the president of South Korea on a back-to-back meeting as well. And I saw a letter today, or earlier from some, I know it's a lawyer, uh, some consular Unsworth tour, Attorney General and Minister of Justice concerning the same Liberian drug enforcement stuff. So it's just a lot of things happening. And why again, something that caught my attention, like this morning I spent our guy who was over the COVID stuff, he was grilled by Congress today, and things that some of us predicted or anticipated that the whole COVID-19 was something bigger than just your regular virus, and it came to fruition. It's the reality. But he represents the most powerful group in America, which is the pharmaceutical company. So he ain't nothing going to happen to him. No matter how many people die, once they were able to make their money, that's about it. So who cares? That's a USA right there. So that's the only news that got my attention today.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brazilian Monk. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV and to our team members, whether it's Brazilian Monk, Johnson Mewankula, or Lawrence Maswell Mo. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. One thing I've noticed, it looks like our people are not sharing the show, but you have to share the show. We have told you guys we are not rich. We don't have free money to be paying for people to come and watch us. Yeah, or just to buy some free stuff to people to come in. We don't do that. So we like our people to share the show. And there are certain people who, even though you know, their motive is to come and distract us, but they're always here. So I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. And I want to encourage you all to share the show. Before we can dive into the main topic of the day is the DEA, the LDEA, the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency. Before we dive into that, I wanted to talk about something Mabon mentioned earlier. And now also you, Monk, you talk about, what's going on in Seoul, South Korea, the meetings and all the details attached to it. And we also want to take this time to extend our deepest condolences to the Salih family, to the former president and our entire family for the loss of their son, Charles Salih. I think he was a former, I don't know, bank or deputy bank governor.
One of the governors at the central bank of
Yeah,
Liberia.
I'm saying like deputy, I think deputy bank governor, whatever that was. But yes, we want to say thank you to everybody for following and sharing the show. If you haven't done so, please go ahead and share the show. So, Monk, before we dive into the main conversation, what are you hearing about the meeting of our president? The people traveled in good number, and I even saw a post from Dallas DeLong issuing ultimatum or threat over the action of those guys at the LDEA. And what are we hearing? What do you know?
Or you speaking in terms of
The
you mean
meeting.
what happened in South Korea? Because
Yeah,
I'm not.
because we heard that our president was never been actually considered or regarded as one of the, main people in the meeting. Even when the president was having one-on-one, our president, our country, Liberian name was not on the list. And I mean, some people are even being outraged for the fact that we are now be treated among the first or the priorities of countries listed, to have some one-on-one or some important meeting with the president of South Korea. And for Liberia, some of our government officials are going around looking for people to take picture with, so they can say I was there. I just took picture with president of Rwanda. I just took picture with president of Ghana. I just took picture with president of Sierra Leone. Unlike Liberia, we're not seeing other country people rushing to find Liberian president or other government officials of Liberia to take picture with them, Sure, but we are the one rushing, thinking that photo ops are the, main reason that we travel for, to take picture. Even when they go on the red carpet, we're taking picture with Rwanda, with So Korean president, they consider that as meeting. I don't
That's
even know.
the meeting.
I don't even know how they understand meeting. Yeah, because if you go on you go to any major event, there's always a recap moment wherein people take time with the main subject, with main, with some art, I would say celebrity if it's a different program, people always have time to take picture with them. Even when we went to Pennsylvania to carry the summit for the Unity Party, for the Liberty Party people, we went there. That was very well organized. So we went there. There was time for the red carpet. There was the red carpet moment, wherein almost everybody wanted to take picture with me, with Costa, with other guys that were there, especially the media guys. And that was the very first time me and Costa met in person. So there were a lot of photo time. People, running to us. Sometimes I'll be behind the camera because I was doing the camera thing. I'll be on the camera. Some people just come, and just do the selfie with me, just because they don't want to lose the opportunity. But because they saw me for the first time, they want to take a picture with me to say, "Oh, I met SKTV, Sekou. I took a picture with him." But when you having a red carpet moment with the president who is hosting the program, you said President Baka met. That's not meeting. That's for photo. It's called photo ops. It's nothing called meeting. You stop this delusion and deception. It is irony that our Liberian people will fall for everything. It's very much ironical. Why should you consider taking picture with somebody on meeting? Oh, President Baka met with South Korean president. So anybody take picture with that mean he met with the president. That's not what we call meeting. That's like just taking picture with somebody. Meeting, we're talking about where you spend our money, millions of dollars, to go and travel for more than 20 hours all the way to Asia. Meeting is about you going and sit down to discuss substantive issues that will impact the country, to discuss substantive issues that Liberia will gain from, that will benefit Liberia and the Liberian people. But to be taking picture with people and considering that meeting or calling that meeting, that's not only deceptive, but it's a disgrace and shameful. You can't do that. What are you looking for? Who you want to convince? So among, those are the things I was talking about. And even presidents that had the opportunity to have serious conversation, they are listed. In fact, they are doing it on a daily basis. One president will have a tete-a-tete one-on-one with the Korean president, who invited all of them. Korea is trying to elevate their own status, try to also create a mark or having some leverage in Liberia. So South Korea is trying to do that, like the United States, like France and other Western power. So they invited all African, but they put them in different categories. We did not fit in the category wherein they will have substantive meeting one-on-one with the Korean president to discuss pertinent issues that will be beneficial to our country. But that's what I was talking about, because the major thing we're going to be discussing today is LDEA, the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency. Something happened yesterday we have done our own background investigation. We were able to gather some key information, including what really transpired and some of the problem behind the endless commotion within the LDEA. But Monk, I will go to you, and then we will welcome Sheku Kroma.
Oh, you mean on the trip, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, the president always said that people talk on Facebook, he does not follow. And I knew he was talking to SKTV like the last time you said exactly the same thing. And you know, the optics, especially when they made this international trip, the average voters in Liberia could care less as to the return on investment. Like, we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this trip, they don't measure the return. You go to these parties, you attend these international functions, you sleep in the best of hotels, you eat the best of meal, you take photo ops. But at the end of the day, when you ask, where is the measurement there? Where is the metrics that you can use to gauge success? And it sells well in Liberian politics because we believe the whole thing about taking pictures. It been an age-old problem. When you go to a summit, you meet some world leader, you take a picture with him, whether you benefit from that, it's just a photo ops. And the average voter could care less. You know, I was doing my own deep dive into this whole president trip. And if Joseph Boga keep listening to SKTV, maybe he might do a lot better. We told people that South Korea is a high-tech economy. In as much as 48 nations, including their delegates, followed this particular conference or attended, only 10 they were focusing on. Look, I tell people all the time, international politics or geopolitics is nothing but a business. People are scrambling for resources. They are looking for a way to make their country much better. It's all about money, goods, and services. It's nothing more. People want resources. When I was reading, you know, of the African countries that attended that summit, only 10 of them in a back-to-back session met the South Korean leader one-on-one. I'm talking about for business purposes. That's why we keep saying on SKTV, these people will make the move. Anything you see on camera means the deal already happened behind the scene. It's just for the pleasantry. It's nothing more than that. People don't go to this conference to sign the real deal. The real deals are in the background. The South Korean reached to African leaders, specific countries, and there were 10. Even though 48 are in attendance, only 10 were their target. And you know who the 10 were? They were Lesotho, Ivory Coast, Mauritania, Zimbabwe, Togo, Rwanda, Mozambique, Sao Tome and Principe, Guinea Bissau, and Cape Verde. And you know why they reached those countries? South Korea engages into semiconductor and car manufacturing. South Korea is looking for specific mineral resources. And you know the resources they're looking for? The president highlighted it. They are looking for nickel. They are looking for cobalt. They are looking for graphite. They are looking for magnets. I mean, how they call it? How they call it? In lithium that they can use in battery. Lithium, you know, lithium is that's why Rwanda is one of the growing economy. Rwanda possesses a bunch of lithium, including that of DRC Congo. That's where the lithium comes from. The cell phone, it uses cobalt, it uses lithium. These are the specific mineral they are looking for. In South Korea, according to the president, he trying to invest $10 billion in Africa over the next 6 years. But that's the entire Africa. We're talking about more than 56 nations. So when you're talking about what the next 6 years, that's a drop in the bucket. And Liberia is now one of those that he's going to be targeting anyways. And he tried to put, I think, 14 billion in export financing, that is to create banks and other things in Africa. But the one thing, you know what happening? The Chinese and even North Korea now is trying to play in Africa like the way the Russians are playing Africa. So everybody is scrambling to get resources. So they told the North Korean leader that you need to expand a little bit outside of Asia. Do you know that when it comes to the import and export, South Korea, their total economic activity in Africa is only 2 billion. That is both import and export. So it means they don't have a solid footing when it comes to African doing business with Africa, because the fact of the matter, the economy is mostly high tech. In Africa, it's not high tech except for fewer countries. So I was looking at the amount of funds in the deal. He gave Tanzania $2.5 billion in concessional loan agreement. They gave Ethiopia $1 billion in infrastructure, and they gave Kenya $485 million in development. I didn't see Liberia. As a matter of fact, he didn't meet with our president on the business level, so I didn't expect to meet or to take out somebody, to bring home somebody goods. But those were the three countries that topped the list: Tanzania $2.5 billion, Ethiopia $1 billion, Kenya $485 million. But I think his a main emphasis will be on something they call Tech for Africa, where they will be opening, in countries like Tanzania and Kenya and South Africa, they get high tech industry as well, even though it's not up to a larger scale like other Asian nations, but they are trying to establish something they call Tech for Africa, where they will be buying energy and training people how to build autos. In Rwanda, they are building cars in Rwanda now, right? Volkswagen and other corporations that in Rwanda, they are building cars in Africa now. So South Korea, being the fifth largest auto producer in the world, is also trying to expand her operation in Africa and mostly Rwanda and other countries. So that was why I gathered from there. And another thing he wants to do is there are 3 rotating seats on the UN Security Council when it comes to Africa. And he trying to put sanctions against North Korea, because what the North Korean did in recent time, they put trash in 500 balloon and blew it over South Korea. So he's trying to gather a coalition of nations so he can go to the UN General Assembly and push for a sanction. So when I read the whole deal, like, but these guys, they are just here. When they come to Africa when they need something from us, because now he want to get other partners that when they come to voting, he can get the support of African countries so they can put for sanctions on the North Korean, because they put, like I said, they put 500 balloons in the sky over South Korea and blew everything, just trash. And he's saying that maybe that could be a potential in the future. They're just trying to make I would call it saber rattling in terms of the whole nuclear activity about the North Korean having ballistic missiles and shooting it over South Korea, because it was just an escalation. Why would you put trash in bags and get blew over another country like 500 balloons? That was very disrespectful from the North Korean part. And he's trying to make the case at the United Nations come September of this year. So he's building a coalition. But when it comes to the business aspect, there were only 10 nations that were actually invited, and he met them not once but twice. That was the summary of that was the summary of the entire summit in South Korea.
Thank you so much, Brazilian Monk. That was very, very educational, and it was breathtaking revelations. Actually, I really, really enjoyed it. Almost wanted to also continue with the with the development you did of solid research on that, and we really, really appreciate it. The only thing we did not appreciate personally is the fact that we are being considered as a second-class African country in that guide, because if Liberia is not considered amongst countries that are supposed to be receiving good, investment on their trip, then we are nowhere. I mean, this would be another wasteful spending on the part of our government, and all Liberia will get for the most part will be the photos, the photo ops. That's what we get. Seku, welcome. I know the Orange Network is now treating you well today. Hopefully, we'll be able to, at least participate on the show today. What's going on?
Thank you very much, and I'd like to appreciate you so much this evening. Good evening to each and every one of you on the show. You see coming in and going out because I'm using the Orange Network, and it's a very serious problem for us in Grand Judea, most especially when it comes to the internet activities. But Grand Judea is okay. Yesterday, the newly elected representative who have taken seat just a month ago right now, he launched the rehabilitation project to clear all of the streets and open open new or proposed street in the city. So he brought in 5 machines. They are working as we speak, and the superintendent of the county.
Is it one of those yellow machines or different machine?
The machines that came, yeah, they are yellow machine, but the machine we saw, they're already on the Ministry of Public Work. So they're from the Ministry of Public Work. Yeah, I don't know what the yellow machine.
Not the one that say Bill Liberia. I don't know. Do what is.
I don't know. Okay. So the superintendent made a policy statement yesterday. He said he's going to fight drugs upon his return from Monrovia, and he alleged that some police officers, some AFL officers, and DA officers, he got an intel that they are involved in the sales of the drugs in Grand Judea County. So when he comes back, he he numbered 18 places that he know that drugs have been, and that's what he said. So that's where we are with that. You
Yeah, thank you
muted.
so much, Teku. Yeah, thank you so much, Melbourne and Truth FM. I don't know what's going on, but today we are going to be, talking about what's happening in the DEA, the LDEA, Liberian Drug Enforcement Agencies. First, let me inform the Liberian people. When I first heard about the DEA, the LDEA, my mind did not go only on, controlled substance, drugs that affect the people. The DEA, when they say drugs, enforcement agencies, the one that I know, it's not just people arresting marijuana, cocaine, and other deadly drugs. They also control, or supposed to be controlling, pharmaceutical drugs, making sure that people are not selling expired drugs, making sure that drugs that are being served in our hospital and clinics meet the criteria of human consumption. Also people are not manufacturing all kind of cassava dogs or any kind of nasty stuff, just bring it in our country, like some people used to do with paracetamol in the back in the day. So drug enforcement, it was not actually limited to this whole drug that people were smoking to destroy their own life and other people's life. But I want to, LDEA, I don't know if there's a different one, but drug enforcement agency for any country, that's part of their job. But the other one, yeah, the other drug enforcement agency, they only there for marijuana and I almost say kinju, cocaine and other thing there. But what is happening in Liberia currently? It has something to do with money. It has something to do with power, control, as to who is in control. It has something to do with insecurity, what they call gross insubordination. SKTV have learned that the current problem between Colonel Abi Kroma and his principal deputy, Al Hassan Fadiga. By the way, before we dive into the conversation, I just want to inform you that we attempted reaching out to Fadiga. He said he was going to call back. He did not. We also attempted reaching out to Abi Kroma. He called back. We did not hear each other, and he never called back after that. I tried calling him back, and he did not. So informations we are giving you, we got those information from people that were there. So some members of the agency that were there, that were present in all of the happenings. From both sides, we were able to talk to some people close to Abi Kroma. We talked to some people close to Hassan Fadiga. Maybe their bosses were the one that actually, told them to talk to me instead of they talking to me directly. But we got this information, first-hand information. These are facts And if anybody feel that your side of the story being misrepresented, you have the right to come on the show to debunk our reporting. Here is what happened. It's all about control. It's all about money. It's all about power. It's all about respecting each other. Man, 1 second, 1 second. One of the people just called me. Just 1 second, my people. Maybe take over a second.
Good. So indeed, it's all about money. It's all about power, and it's all about who's going to control things. And that what Sekou is saying. These are happening from within the LDEA, and yes. So we're going to be bringing you more of that. We're going to tell you our own side of the story, what we've also been observing, all the things that is going on within the LDA. So by the time Sekou is back, but before that, President Monk.
What's up, Chief?
Good. So we know that the president is out, but apart from the LDA or maybe issue, there are other things that is happening. So before Sekou come back quickly, what they won't take on the children that, or maybe do speeding truck that maybe that ran into children that were doing a gala.
I didn't follow that story though. I saw the story, I saw the picture from it, but I didn't read the details, so I don't think that's something I can elaborate on or further address. I've been following this whole LDEA stuff as well, even though I didn't follow from yesterday, but I got a little bit of take on it from yesterday. Some of the information that I read. And Sekou said it right, it's all about power, it's all about control, it's all about money. You know, I've always been afraid about drugs reaching Liberia. The reason I've always been afraid because the drugs business is very lucrative. Even in the US, you got to be having like they got system in place here because you got drugs coming from Latin America, coming to the Mexican border. You know, we have corrupt law enforcement officers here because it's lucrative and it's very tempting. So if you come to a country like Liberia that you get drugs bringing in tens of millions of dollars, and we have a broken system already when it comes to following the law, whether the judicial system, they are all weaker institutions, it becomes easier to get suppliers that will be bringing drugs, illicit drugs into the country. So the first time I heard that story, and there's the second time, I don't think it's the kind of news you want to hear in Liberia when drugs is literally destroying an entire generation of Liberians, that the bosses at the LDEA will be having this fight. So the first time I heard it, my immediate conclusion was they're just about money, they're about power, they're about who's in control. And at the end of the day, I know that will be the final conclusion. People are looking for money. They are not trusted. They want to leverage people that bring drugs to the country and get rich. You know, like I said, I don't think a Joseph Boakai fault, but the mentality in the Joseph Boakai government is to go. It's a Chinese buffet. Everybody want to get the most resources in the quickest time possible. So it's not only happening at the LD, happening almost everywhere. Whether it's deal making, whether it's concession. So it's just everywhere. People want money to get out as quickly as possible. And it was just unfortunate to get such a story coming from the LDA because, like I said, an entire generation is at risk when it comes to the whole drugs or pandemic, and it's just getting bad for the country. So I think it will get worse. It's not going to get any better. Because what are you going to tell the average Zogo on the street? The bosses, the guys who supposed to come and chase after you, they are fighting among themselves. I mean, it just gave more opening and more loophole to people that bring in illicit drugs to the country to keep doing what they are doing. And especially when money is attached to it, it's become a tough thing in Liberia.
All right, so Sekou is back. Yeah, so Sekou, you can go ahead now. And
so maybe I'm afraid that while we'll be discussing this important thing, you'll be leaving. The Liberian people will be deprived of hearing the information from your network. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, they will, they'll have contribution. If not, we'll continue with the show. Whenever you guys finish, you can join us. We will not stop, the conversation because other people feel very, very unfairly treated. So, somebody was calling me, saying that they are they hold some position within the communication setting at Fadiga's office. So they want to come on to give some clarity. So hopefully they will join us to have a conversation, to be a part of the conversation overall. So what we learned is that a little while ago, we learned that Ibi Kuma was traveling to Freetown. And then, according to the information, Fadiga was supposed to also travel to America. Fadiga was also given some money. Ibi Kuma travel was given some money. And Fadiga was also traveling to America. Fadiga came with some money. You know, Guinea Bissau.
So, Segu, 30 seconds, please. I just got information that we should continue. So I think so SKTV have the right now to move on.
We
Yes.
appreciate that. Tell the management we appreciate it. Thank you. Because our followers on the radio, we have more people following us on the radio than any other platform in Liberia. Because we are in all the counties, all the 15 counties and beyond. People listen to us. So that's why being on the radio is very, very, very important to us. That's why we don't even pay attention to what is going on Facebook anymore. In fact, our YouTube channel now is even challenging Facebook. Our YouTube channel now getting a lot of viewers now. Sometimes they pass Facebook, sometimes they at the same level. So the radio station is very important to us. We really, really appreciate that. So Abi Kroma travel. I wanted to say something about Guinea Bissau. If the people don't be careful, if the Liberian people don't be careful, Liberia will be sanctioned for drug trafficking. And this whole issue of drug dealing, drugs trafficking in Liberia is being used as a transit point. Like the 100 million worth of drugs that went to Liberia, it was not meant to be consumed in Liberia altogether. It was used as a transit point where they can sit there and distribute to other consumers around the region. 3 days ago, before even this thing happened in the LDEA, SKTV was informed as to what really happened. What was the reason for President Joseph Nima Boakai trip to Guinea Bissau? And we got some information, very, very, very important, but it was too big that we cannot rush into having a conversation about that without getting all the facts. But then listening to the people from LDEA, they don't know what we know in terms of what's going on in Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau is considered just like Guatemala and other, Brazil, when it comes to drug proliferation, movement of drugs, is multi-billion-dollar, movement. They have connections in most of the country where, the base, even at some point during Lassana Conte time as president, his son, one of his sons, was also involved in the same drug dealings that had a base also in Guinea-Bissau. So, Abu Krama went to Guinea-Bissau and came back. No, actually, Fadiga went to Guinea-Bissau first, according to the information. Fadiga went to Guinea-Bissau first. But while Fadiga was away, there were some appointments done by Abu Krama and on about people who are serving in other part of the Leeward counties. When Fadiga came back, Abu Krama too went to Guinea-Bissau. You know, Joseph Baga went to Guinea-Bissau. Fadiga went to Guinea-Bissau. Abu Krama went to Guinea-Bissau. So Guinea-Bissau now, hey man, man, let me answer the phone. Let me answer the phone just for a second.
All right. So indeed, that we have us. Yes, indeed that. So we are still here, folks. 2 minutes past 7, and that's a time check for those of you who are following us via the radio or maybe on the Facebook. Also, want to say wonderful good evening to all of you. This is the SKTV show. We come your way every day from Monday to Monday, Sunday to Sunday, Tuesday to Tuesday, from 6 straight to 8 o'clock. And we have our panelists, yes, that are also on the show. Yeah, so Sekou explaining about something happening within the LDEA, and he's on track, 100%. I can tell you for free. So yes, Sekou, go ahead.
So thank you, Mabel. So when Abu Krama made those appointments, Fadiga came back. Then Fadiga said, according to the information, that those appointments were null and void. Abu Krama made the appointments. In fact, the LDEA now, if it's not destroyed as is right now, it will become one of the major problems for Joseph Nima Boagai, and it could degenerate into armed conflict. Do you know that now the LDEA is divided into two groups? Everybody is controlling their own group. In fact, people buying uniform, military uniform, paramilitary uniform, ammunition, and tear gas. So when Fadiga said that those appointments were null and void, that he went on the radio also talk about it. So Abu Krama came back from the same Guinea-Bissau, and they called for senior staff meeting for everybody to go and be a part so they can discuss what is really going on. But what we have heard, and also given what we read, when I read Fadiga's post, and then I saw some other posts from some guys that work there, but a lot of people don't know them. And I listened to the reporting from both ends. The mentioning of Ulimo K was done purposely. It was not, by coincidence. It was not a mistake for Fadiga to have mentioned Ulimo K rebels being with Abu Kurma. It is also being reported to Oski TV that one of the guys that were brought in, who is now siding with Fadiga also, is from the, I don't want to be tribalistic, but he's from the other tribe, from the southeast, who also have some link with other rebel group called Model. That for every conversation, according to one other side of the story, he always, call all those guys the Mandingo guys, the Mandingo guys, the Mandingo guys. And other people, there's a history between the Yulimbo K and Yulimbo J, Yulimbo Alaji Kroma and Yulimbo Reservoir Johnson. And that was Yulimbo from its original form. It was a group of Mandingo and Crown people that actually started. It was not Yulimbo when they started it. It was a different name in Sierra Leone. And later on, they called it Yulimbo. And when they were actually getting closer, they divided themselves because of the same power struggle. And one group became Yulimbo K for Yulimbo Kroma, and then one group became Yulimbo J. So that same scenario, some guys have been able to infuse that within the LDEA. Fadiga now being considered by other guys as the person who is bringing in Yulimbo J, Reservoir Johnson, the Crown guys, and other people to his side, why they consider other guys too, some of whom actually fought for Yulimbo K, considered now as Yulimbo K a group. What a mess. What a mess. They don't even know what they're playing with. Just for personal gain, they want to set the whole country ablaze. You don't know where this could take you. You don't even know the conversation people are having behind the thing. So, when they call for the meeting, some of the guys, the main guy that I just mentioned, I don't want to call his name, from the Crown Tribe, him and Fadiga, they were not responsive to come to the meeting. They never responded to that they would be to the other meeting. They decided not to come. So while the meeting was in progress, Fadiga, and this was confirmed by both sides, Fadiga came with some guys in full uniform that were bought by Fadiga when he came to the United States. They were all armed and also with tear gas. But before they got there, Abu Kurma was informed that, while the meeting was going on, Fadiga didn't come, Fadiga coming with men. Maybe somebody will die here today. So Abu Kurma instructed the guys that they should write a sign that nobody will be allowed to enter the Director General's office with arm or the conference room with arm. I hope you're following. Sekou, and Mayborn and Lawrence and Monk. I hope you guys are following. So when they put a sign there that the conference room of the DEA or LDEA and the Director General's office, nobody will be allowed with arm. When Fadiga and the guys got there, they were told not to enter with arms into the place. But yet, Fadiga and the other guy, they said they will enter because they believe they have men, well dressed in the military, in the paramilitary, something. And one of the issue too that have been building up the problem between them, LDEA is considered as a paramilitary agencies, wherein people salute their, superior officer. So that in the past, Fadiga has said that he cannot salute anybody. So all of those little things are building up tension. So that according to the information, when Fadiga tried to force into entering, one of the guy called Fakoli, I know him too as well. That Fakoli and what the other guy name? They try to disarm both Fadiga and our other 5 guys that were armed. And they were able to disarm Fadiga and few other. The ones that that were on the other side, they started now to shoot tear gas. The whole place was now chaotic. And those guys, when they actually disarmed Fadiga, they restricted him from moving. Because they were almost like a battleground now. So they restricted him. And according to the information, it was A.B. Krumah who called the police inspector general. I mean, everything I'm telling you, I sort of I was not able to talk to A.B. Krumah directly. I don't know, for some reason he's afraid to talk. And I was not able to talk to Fadiga. Fadiga said, Mommy, I'll call you. We're going to talk briefly. But he never called back. But there are people around them been talking. People that participated in the whole thing. We were also able to talk to some of our sources in the Lebanon National Police. So when the Director General of the Lebanon National Police was called by A.B. Krumah to come, that's what was going on, he did not send people, he himself came there. When the Director General got there, when the police IG got there, he the one asked them, he asked all of them to turn over the arms to him. So he took away all the arms, the police director now, and then took AB and Fadiga to to his office. They were there for 3 hours talking. But then doing that, there were a lot of revelations, some of which I'm not going to talk about until we ascertain the facts are behind why Joseph Nima Boakai went to Guinea-Bissau. Some revelations that came out. In fact, that conversation got so serious at the police station with police director. They left there. They went to the vice president's house, Jeremiah Kum, for another hours, for some hours. Again, I hope you're following. This thing is way bigger, it's deeper than Ebi Kroma and Fadiga fighting. This thing could be the straw that could break the camel's back if care is not taken. And for what I'm saying and what I have heard, the president is in the know of what is going on, unfortunately. But it's going to be tough as to who to let go, because people will talk. A lot will happen. And I'm praying that this issue will subside. It will have it under control so that we can have a chaotic nation that could degenerate into something else. So they went to Jeremiah Kum's house. After few hours of talking again, guess what? They went back to the Ministry of Justice. So anyway, we have some people that called earlier that would want to participate in the conversation. And one of the guys who told me that he is the head of communication in Fadiga's office. So we will hear him. We're going to put him on the line to hear. He said he wants to make some clarification. He has some idea about whatever happened to share with us. So let's listen to him. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are live on SKTV. What is your name and what is your position?
Thank you very much. So my name is Kotoma King. I am the communication person in the office of Director Hassan Fadiga. And I want to appreciate you for affording me the opportunity. As a matter of fact, I was listening to your analysis on what happened yesterday and other previous issues unfolding in the DEA. Unfortunately, most of those analyses are contradicting. And believe me, sir, the situation in the DEA, like you stated, is way beyond Hassan Fadiga and Abraham Kuma, the Director General. Chief, the first clarity I'd like to make here is that you explain a narrative of the Director General going to some kind of country that I don't know, but I know that Mr. Hassan Fadiga and Director Abraham Kuma were both invited to attend a program in Senegal, not Guinea Bissau. In your analysis, you mentioned that they went to Guinea Bissau, or Hassan went to Guinea Bissau, which is not true. So the both of them received that invitation, and later on, the plane ticket was sent by the French government, and AB was turned down. They told him powerful on that particular operation. They were only going to take in the deputy director for operations. So that trip was sponsored by the French government, not the government of Liberia. So, as a matter of fact, the situation that also happened at the HQ yesterday. Sorry to say, sir.
No. I want you to finish with what you know. Like you said, when you said, is way bigger than Fadiga and Hassan and Abi Kroma. I want to clarify something. So you said you are the responsible for communication at Fadiga's office. So do we have
Yes, sir.
do we have one person as a communication director or communication person for the entire DEA, or all of them have let me finish the question. Don't rush.
I got the question. You want to know whether they
My man, give me chance. Let me ask the question that you answer.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I want to know whether, because when you are a communication person in Fadiga's office, do we have another communication person in AB Command office, or we have one communication team for the entire LDEA?
Okay, so I am responsible for communications that come out of the office of Director Hassan Fadiga. The institution has the official spokesperson of the agency. So again, I am responsible for communication in the office of Director Hassan Fadiga. So the issue, I just want to speak to the issue. All right.
So listen. We're not rushing. We're the one running the show, and we want you to usually listen to all. Be patient. Give our information for the public to hear it. If your own motive, listen now. If your own motive,
I thought you gave me the
no, that's not how we run the show. You listen to me. You cannot. You will clear out based on what we want to know. If you have other things then to do, maybe you can. We can invite you.
The whole country listens to you right now, SK.
The whole country listen to me. The whole country is interested in getting the facts, not getting what you want to say. All right, I think we cannot do that. If he cannot listen to me, answer questions, if you just come in here to come and defend one party, we don't have the reason why I asked whether we have an entire communication team for entire LDEA, then we could invite the LDEA communication team to come here and talk to us. But if he's going to be representing one party, and the other party is not here to defend himself, to give you up, if this guy is going to tell me right now he is a communication person for LDEA, I'm going to give him the chance to talk. But he's there to defend or to talk for somebody, to one party, which is Fadiga. If Abi Kumar has a communication person in his office, that's why I asked that question, they both can come on and give their whole side of the story. But what he's trying to do, first of all, to come to discredit SKTV in the first place.
That was the objective.
To come and market his own take on the radio when we have nobody on to represent the other side to give their story. If you disagree with SKTV reporting, you can come here, you can invite yourself, we'll bring you here to come and have a conversation on a different show wherein you will have the opportunity to talk about anything you want to talk about. But we are giving information, something that you say is bigger than Fadiga and Abi Kurma. But then you are trying to question our reporting. When you say Senegal, I'm telling you Guinea Bissau. I don't know the difference between Guinea Bissau and Senegal. Guinea Bissau is bordering with Senegal. For the most part, people can just fly to Senegal and just drive into Guinea Bissau. The drug thing they're talking about is drug dealers that are controlling a central point. Guinea-Bissau is the central point, not Senegal. Let me tell you, I'm traveling to Senegal, but it's not Senegal. When Joseph Baga went to Guinea-Bissau, the Senegal he went to, or the Guinea-Bissau he went to?
So, he went to Guinea-Bissau.
So he doesn't know what he's talking about. He wants to sell whatever they are talking among themselves. He wants to take the opportunity to the entire country is listening to us. We know that. We just said that, right? We said Liberia is listening to SKTV because we are on 3 major radio stations and we are in all the countries, also outside of Liberia, into the Ivory Coast and some part of Guinea. So we don't give you the opportunity to come here and lie to the Liberian people just to prove your point or to satisfy your masters. We don't do that.
That's what he came to do.
Yeah, that's what he came to do. And I wanted to give him the opportunity to talk, but he's so eager to do his job. He can't even listen now. He can't even listen to the questions. He want to interrupt me. He want to, So Mong, what is happening? Listen to this guy's deliberation. Where in the world, France, of all countries, will send an invite to Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency.
And then they deny the boss.
Separate, not sending to the institution, but then separate invitation to the director and the deputy director, and then eventually denied
the director from going.
And then what that means, the entire commotion is beyond Liberia, beyond Liberian government. Now they are inviting other countries into the division between the deputy director and the director of the LDEA. So this is way bigger, and this could be a very, very serious problem. I would even say a turning point for Joseph Baga government. Mong, if Fadiga, this guy said our reporting was not correct. He know that he was not even in the room. He was nowhere to be found. People gave him that information, but I talked to people that were in the room, in the meeting, that participated in the meeting, that in fact, that were there, and Fadiga own reporting saying that he was disarmed, that he was restricted. Tear gas were fired. And the meeting that I just told you about that happening with the police director, none of these followers and their lieutenants were there. I'm giving you information that you should learn from. So you can't be just carried away by what your bosses will tell you. They will not tell you everything I'm telling you now. And I know more than any of you combined, all of you combined, because I talk to everybody. You may consist of information, but other people will tell me. Your bosses will have some information from you because they don't want you to leak it, but we will hear it. What I'm trying to say here is that the LDEA fight, the last conversation when they went to the Ministry of Justice for the third meeting now, because first police station, Jeremiah Kung, and then back to the Ministry of Justice. What I heard, what I was told, and I know it's a fact because when I heard it, I confirmed it with the Ministry of Justice, that Abu Kruma said in the final conversation that they got to be separated.
So, some 10 minutes ago, I'm seeing something coming from the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. I want you guys to go there quick. I'm seeing this that President Bouaka has suspended with immediate effect without pay the Director General and 2 deputies at the Liberal Drugs Enforcement Agency. So that's the breaking news that coming up from.
So that's the point that I was just trying to tell you. We were informed that Abu Kruma said they have to be separated, and in fact said, and that was the conclusion at the Ministry of Justice, that they should all stay away for now. That's exactly what I was about to say when you, Abu Kruma said they have to be separated. If they cannot let go Fadiga or him, then all of them stay away for now. You know, you saw the post from Dar Dillon. I know what was coming after that. But again, this suspension is nothing. At the end of the day, somebody will be let go, somebody will stay on, and if care is not taken, there will be a lot of names. There will be a lot of
we will need names.
There will be a lot of BB revelations, and this could lead to some BB people that could lead the country itself being sanctioned for drug trafficking. In fact, what they don't know, that the little boy that was just talking, what they don't know, the United States government attention has been drawn to this whole drug dealing problem in Liberia. And they are on top of the game. They know exactly what is going on. Just so you my boy guy, gotta be careful. Let's get a reaction Monk and Sequin.
For me, Seku, there are certain information, right? I don't need details. You can just make sense of it.
Yeah.
You can just see it from the onset and know how it's going to conclude. There are certain information like that, and there are certain events, especially when it comes to governance. And you can just predict exactly what's going to happen. I said 2 things here. The whole issue of drugs in Liberia is going to get worse because that particular industry, whether you call it illicit or licit, it is very, very lucrative. And in Liberia, people want resources, especially those that are in government. So the whole Abu Kruma and Fadiga, they are professionals. They've been working in that particular setting for a very, very long time. Abu Kruma is not new to this business. Fadiga has been working at the border agent here as well in the US. So you can talk about, it's not about professionalism here. It's all about power. It's all about money. It's all about control. At the end of the day, that's exactly what is going to happen. So, you know, the guy who called to defend Fadiga, you know, you remember about the Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses, when they live in a kingdom hall, they can get into scripture. The moment you go outside the scripture, they won't talk to you because he came with a talking point. He came with the idea of discrediting. That's why you asked me that question. Are you the official spokesperson for the Bureau or the LDEA? No. Are you representing both Abu Kruma and Fadiga? No. So he came to play defense for Fadiga. I'm not saying that what he's saying is a lie, but hey, intent alone, it discredit everything he said on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave him a chance to explain himself, and he could barely explain himself because he came with few talking points to reinforce. And that's exactly what's going to be happening under the Joseph Boakai himself to come to the country and make a decision. For me, I know, and you said it on the show, I think 2 days ago, that if one person is let go, there could be like a cascading effect, like a lot of names will be attached to the thing, and somebody will come up with a revelation. Somebody will be naming names. That's the point I'm waiting for. If I had Joseph Boakai, with that level of unprofessionalism and Joseph Boakai saying that fighting drugs is one of his major priorities, I will let 2 of them go in record time. I will even, they will be dismissed. I'm not even suspending them.
No, Joseph Boakai get dismissed like that right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you too. Because Joseph Boakai is dismissed right now, the people know, all of them know where the bodies are buried. So if Joseph Boakai does that right now, that will have a ripple effect.
Oh, yes.
Very, very consequential ramification. Yeah, but Sekou, let's get your take. What do you think? Sekou line is not helping him. Let's go to Lawrence. Maybe will be the last. Lawrence,
You get me?
Thank you, Mr. Carter, for the opportunity this evening. I listened to more. I'm in support with more because, according to the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, said the issue of drug is an emergency thing. So I support more in that statement. If I were the president, I'd dismiss the 2 of them with immediate effect. So I don't have to keep them in the system, because even if you take out one person and the other person remain in the system, it will still be a problem. Mr. Khan, the issue about drugs, not only the opium and other things, but the issue about the hospital issue, there are some people who take in there's a drugs I just discovered, the boys call it tramadol. They're taking as well. Even the diazepam. And those drugs are being used in the hospital. So the LDEA need to be effective to see how best they can fight these drugs. Not only the opium, not only the Duji and other things, they take diazepam. So if I was Joseph Boakai, the 2 men go quickly. I support them more. I don't have to keep any system to say, oh, I'm suspending there, they won't know. I will not keep them. Because he said the issue of drugs is an emergency issue in the country. So no need to keep the 2 men.
All right, let's go to Melbourne. Let's hear from Melbourne, and then we will open the line in Liberia. Let's hear from the Liberian people. Melbourne.
Yeah, so indeed, thank you so much for all of the elaboration. And indeed, it's like, in fact, you were there when someone was basically explaining all of these things to me also. Mind you, we have most of our brothers and sisters in all of the security sector that you think about here in Liberia. So by the time all of the information broke out, we get it first before even coming on the news or even before on the social media. So yes, indeed, Lawrence just set it up, because mind you, now we are here to fight drugs according to our president. So keeping people who are not focusing on fighting drugs, but thinking about who to control, which border the other party is supposed to control, then I think then it's not safe for our people. So let them go, indeed. But now my question would be, who would be the best suitable person now to replace Colonel A.B. Kroman? That would be one of the questions, because mind you, Liberia cry a lot for Colonel Kroman to come to this position, and they even appreciated the president for that, also for appointing Colonel Kroman. So even if you dismiss him, then we are also requesting, then who would be best suited for the position? So thank you.
Sekou, just before you take call, if you can remember, if you are a student of history, when the Weah administration just took power, their case resembles something that happened in the Weah administration. Can you guess that case if you've been following?
In the Weah administration?
Yeah.
Maybe we talk about it. Remember, I can't just get off here right now.
You remember that National Housing Authority scandal that involved?
I know. I remember. I remember that had to do with Burkina Faso. And
it's the same.
I remember
the same playbook, except it happened at 2 different.
In fact, SKTV reported extensively on that case on George, on the Georgia government. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
In fact, we still have some information about the case. Yeah. So yeah, so no problem. So Sekou Kruma, I don't know if your line will allow you to. I'll give you a take, and then we will open the line. But before we open the line, let me.
Ain't easy. Ain't easy.
I mean, why you decided to go orange today, man? Yeah, Sekou Kruma line is not good at all.
As we speak right now, there is Lone Star. Let me see whether the Naka is there. The network is just all right. All right, I'm switching to Lone Star right now. I'm switching to
okay, switch to Lone Star and then come back. So while we await Sekou Kruma to come back, because we don't have to like switch, give him a hard time if he's available to take calls. If he's available to take calls, then we don't have to. Let me see. Yeah, he's switching to Lone Star, then I will bring him on back on. But meanwhile, in the meantime, though, your calls there yesterday, they were good. So tell the people then to, if somebody can really help us get that together before, because we don't know how Sekou Kruma line is going to,
so Lawrence can be taking a call while I transition on the other side?
Yeah,
Lawrence, please do.
Go ahead and do that. So before Lawrence start taking calls, let me tell you this.
You want to respond to my question?
Yes.
Yeah, you and Monk, please.
So the question is, we have heard this information that both of them are professionals, both of them, have experience, and blah, blah, blah. With no prejudice. A.B. Kruma and Hassan Fadiga are not at the same level when it comes to security, and particularly in Liberia, with their resume, with their experiences and record. I'm told Hassan Fadiga worked for the federal government here. Which agency, I don't know. But I know A.B. Kruma being around the security for a while. A.B. Kruma have served in positions that give him an edge when it comes to qualification and competency over Fadiga. A.B. Kruma have served as the Chief of Staff of the Liberia National Army, Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia. A.B. Kruma have served as the Director of CID in the Liberia National Police. A.B. Kruma has served as 102, the Deputy Director for Operation of the Liberia National Police. All of the above mentioned positions are top security position in the country. Maybe Fadiga has experience, but when it comes to working in Liberia, I'm not sure if you have that much of experience. I think Fadiga could have learned a lot from A.B. Kruma. I'm not trying to say Fadiga is guilty of anything, but I think also A.B. Kruma, could also be tolerant because of his expertise and his experience to be able to control Fadiga in a way that they can get along.
I'm sure you can hear me now.
We can hear you now, Sekou.
At least, thank God.
Yeah, so let's see what you can do. I'm just trying to clarify a few things when it comes to the two of them. So I'm not Joseph Boagai. I'm not the one to actually tell Joseph Boagai who to replace A.B. Kruma or Fadiga. But if you are trying to make comparison between the two of them, you cannot in any way, anytime, anywhere compare A.B. Kruma to Fadiga when it comes to security in Liberia, per their experience and previously held positions. I don't know of any position Fadiga held in Liberia.
No,
She told the wife.
my point of
Let me
contention
just
was.
No, this is not just you. I've been reading a lot of stuff on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Now what you said. Yeah. But
let me just
go ahead, Mon, conclude, then so we can start taking calls.
I was just trying to say that at least I'm not comparing a resume pound for pound. I'm just saying you cannot have two people from a professional working background that work. You know, in America, when it comes to training and orientation on the job, that if it was something that personal, it would go to this far, especially knowing fully well the president made this issue of fighting illicit drugs in the country one of his top priorities. So I think if you are just something personal, this thing can happen in the job. The question is, it's not about what happened to you, it's about how you can handle stuff. If a professional president, you should be able to know how to handle stuff. But then the second time, in less than 2 months, that the thing happened between the two guys. That's what I'm saying. They are both from a professional background. They should handle things better as opposed to what happened. That's what I'm saying. This thing is about money and power. It's not about individual disagreement. It's way bigger than that.
Yeah, and then with regard to the suspension of both of them, I know eventually one person will go. I'm not sure if both of them will go. But if both of them were to be fired, more revelation will happen. And some things will happen that will make the whole country to go, wow. So you could take your course. Give your take.
all right. Before quickly I take the call. Let me just make my little input, then I'll go to the call. I was listening very carefully when the guy called on the program. It seems, as you guys said, he wanted to have discredited SKTV for not speaking the truth. But look, you got intelligent, responsible individuals in Liberia who listen to SKTV. If somebody came to speak for one side, if that person is done speaking, the people will come back to tell that particular person that you didn't do well, despite you are not even the official spokesperson for the bureau. That young man was about to reveal some things on this radio, even if that man was calling in favor of Fadiga. He was about to reveal some things because he said something before he even started talking. He said it is far beyond what you think or would think that is happening. And we all are saying the same thing, that it's not just because of this position, this person boss, this person boss. There is something that guy was about to say. SK.
No, let me tell you that, Sekou. No, he had nothing to say. Let me tell you. When he said, this is beyond Fadiga and Abi Kurma, listen, then I went back to him. But he said he doesn't want to say anything that has to do with that. He just want to rebut what SKTV was saying. He want to refute SKTV's reporting. Instead, giving all information. That's what I thought when he meant that we talk about that, that there's something bigger than both of them. And then he made mention of France being the one that bought Fadiga the ticket. France was the one that invited Abi Kurma and Fadiga separately. But then I was interested in knowing more, getting more information as to what is happening behind the scene. But then he said that's not the issue. He just wanted to debunk SKTV reporting. So he was not prepared to give any information. He doesn't know a lot anyway. Don't mind him. He's been filled. He's been filled with information.
We'll take call. That guy was about to say something.
That guy got nothing. That man guy anything. That man will go on the school talk, or you will go on your own show and go talk. That man got nothing.
You got to know. No, let me tell you something, SK. Let me say this to you. Spoon Talk is being mostly monitored in Monrovia County, except the Facebook where people are in other parts of the world. The SK show on the Truth FM is being monitored in Bon Mines, that's in Bon County. It's in Nimba, it's in Grand Bassa, and these radio stations are also being monitored.
Is it Lofa? Is it in Buffalo?
Thank you.
We are everywhere.
Monitor.
We are everywhere in the country.
So that guy wanted to say something that Liberian
That
people
man,
will hear.
nothing, my man. Take your call.
Okay. No problem.
That man has nothing to say. That man, when they have a talking point,
that man wanted to say something.
That man got nothing. That man got nothing to say.
Put your calls on
let him go on his phone talk or go on his own talk to go toilet.
0776 105 105. Let's hear this pricing. Hello.
Hello.
Your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Emmanuel Doitia calling from Grand Bassa County.
Emmanuel, welcome. Let's hear you, my brother.
I want to thank every one of you for the show. Of course, the internet is giving a serious problem tonight, and we are not really getting the show too well, but at least we are getting information. But SKTV, they want to get us well tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fair. This show here, it makes as soon as it reaches the time, we all take our radios and our internet and see. And if even then we say something against SKTV, I think you also keep the man on the show. If the man finish, people will talk against him that what he is saying is not true. But the man, you cut the man off, you like it all well to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Put your calls on 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105. We'll go to the line. Hello.
Hello.
Your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you for the show, Mr. Seku. I can bet myself that man wanted to say something. SK2 are giving a chance. He wanted to say something. Thank you.
Where you call from? He gone. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Emmanuel Escobar calling from Johnsonville.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, actually, he never did well to the caller. The guy SK was wanted to, the other fellow, he was wanted to provide cabinet information.
Nothing.
Please place a call to him. We are waiting to hear from him.
You're calling back.
Don't call him. You'll call him on GMBTV. Let him go. Let him go.
From?
I'm M. Marcus call from Ghana.
Welcome. Let's hear you, Marcus.
Yeah, for you guys, I probably putting that guy or your date is this service to read the listener. Because there's a likelihood, like you say in studio there, that there's a revelation have you want to on air.
I mean, the message doesn't want to talk about the revelation. You want to want to debunk us.
Okay.
And two, my second point is Spoon. Honestly, you didn't do a good service to us also. Spoon is being listened to nationwide, now in the Monrovia.
I said Montserrat, Chief. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Let's take another pricing. Hello.
But Spoon frequency not going anywhere beyond Montserrat. What are you talking about?
SK, what happened today? What happened today, SK? I beg you.
Okay. I'll listen to your people there. Let me mute myself, yeah.
Hello.
I'm gonna go there so.
Your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Karizon Yala calling from Fena, Koba Farm to be precise.
Welcome. Let's hear you, Yala.
Thank you so much. You know, as you people are working, I tell how we listen to working. So now we leave our busy schedule of radio by 6 o'clock to listen to SKTV.
Yeah.
Because your analysis can be very unique.
Okay.
But tonight, for me, I'm dissatisfied.
Okay.
There is an issue that many people want to see what has happened or what have been done and get some facts from the both sides or from other people.
Okay.
Now the guy was speaking. I believe that Segu could have given the guy a chance to talk. If he went wrong, I know those bodyguards or those spokesmen from the side of Ebi Kroma could have come out and say something. And when he cut the man off, That was not good for us. So
Okay.
I wouldn't want to advise Sekou what he do it because he feel that the guy was saying the wrong thing, and I also felt that Sekou too was trying to defend Ibi Kroma.
Okay.
So I'm not feeling good about it. So Sekou should take enjoy it, and we always enjoy your show. So I'm gonna keep it on.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, this Sekou one not calling from Nizo.
Yeah, just be audible. I mean, amplify your voice a little bit.
Okay, this Sekou one not calling from Nizo, Chigota.
Okay, welcome. Let's hear you, brother.
Thank you, brother, for also you call investigating journalism.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you see the teacher, you can play to the code. That journalist was asking about say, I have no tea. That's certain information he wanted to get from me. Okay. So if you are getting a very chance, they get certain information from him. Whether he is if it making sense or you say or you're not making sense, he need to know it makes sense.
Okay.
You're going to be better.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll go to the line, take this price. Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, me, you calling from?
I'm Prince Modela calling from Tupuro.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay, the issue is this. I just want to highlight something. When Baby Koma was 102, working under Gregor Koma. Gregor Koma gave him all the opportunities to carry on her day-to-day function. Now, what it is now, today, he has become Director General. Why can't he give his honor men a chance to carry on their own day-to-day functions? But it's rather to handle everything. And the fellow that was speaking from America, you are getting reference on Indicoma, all the services that Indicoma has made in this. But I want to ask, before you become a professional serviceman in this country, you got to go in America and take training from there before you become a good serviceman. Now you're doing a comparison between Fadiga and Indicoma. Fadiga got training from America there. The president appointed him in Kingdom. And David Koma also is a president appointee. But all the administration AB said, with the exception of Eddie Johnson serving government, the past have been a revolutionary government and been serving. He served under Charter as chief of staff. Yes, there was a revolutionary government. That's why he was voted in power.
What's your point?
My point is, let David Koma give his honor men a chance to do their work.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another person.
So yeah, Sekou get called up. We'll tell us something quick before we go.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm asking Sekou Kroma to just give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, Sekou, if you
let me just take this person there.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you take that person and then we'll go to Mabel.
Yeah, let's take you as our last lucky caller from this point. Go ahead, let's hear you.
My name is Mr. call from Qatar to be exact. I've been following SKTV religiously. I'm disappointed in what Mr. SK displayed by cutting off the color. No matter whatever in journalism, even if it may seem foolishness or nonsense, allow him to learn, and then you can take the sense from that he used to say. So next time, across your station, across your show, because it's very much objective. So I love to listen to it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Mabel.
Yes, before we leave the radios, I just wanted to say this to our people. In Sekou, who call in the president to come and clarify something. So I think it was not wrong. Maybe if the president was going on the contrary, that one. Two, I think our concern now should be the suspension instead of talking about why you call the color off or all the kind of thing. Now, since they are suspended now, we will now know as to what been happening behind the scene. So we will go through our investigation and bring out all of the facts. Thank you so much. No time. I don't want to chip in with this.
Quickly, just 1 minute. To all of the callers, you all go call that man. Let me tell you exactly what he wanted to say. Simple. Let me tell you. I've been doing this for years, and I know exactly what I'm doing. If y'all know better, y'all know how to run show, y'all go open your own show and do it the way y'all want to do it. I know exactly what we're talking about. If this guy was calling to explain as to what happened, what transpired at the DEA office, I'm not going to cut him off. I'm going to give him a chance to say anything he wants to say, to explain whether he, for Fadiga, for Abu Kurma, I'm going to care about that. But this guy started off saying that SKTV information was wrong. Instead of discussing the issue, he tried to discredit us. We know that he knows nothing compared to what we know. We have more information than he has. Maybe some of you don't have. But instead of coming to explain to the Liberian people, most of you think that they are going to explain as to what really happened, different from what information I will give you guys. They had no information. His purpose was to come and discredit SKTV because he had the feeling that the narrative that we give to you, he believed it favors everyone, so he would compare to come and talk and debunk or refute our reporting to favor Fadiga. And if we're going to do that, we're going to have two people here. He said representing Fadiga office. Let's have somebody here representing Abu Kurma office, so they all can give their points, explain all they know to the Liberian people. Well, you want to tell me how to run my show? Because you have favor somebody over the other person?
That's why it is. Seku.
You tell the man to go to Spoon, so you can go explain everything you know there. Or you go to JMB TV. What kind of people they are so? You know nothing, you know everything.
Seku, it says a lot about people. They are mostly interested in gossip than fact.
Yeah, in gossip than
fact. This guy was given the time to explain himself, but he came with a talking point. That's the thing. Yeah. The one thing with the Guinea Bissau and the Senegal, he comes like, why you asking? Are you the official spokesman?
Yeah.
Or spokesperson for the LDEA? No, you come from Fadiga office. So it's all about gossip. It's not about fact. That's why they are calling, telling you, oh, we are mad. You didn't get it mentioned. Okay, even though he wasn't given the chance, but equally so, you were given the platform to say the fact, and he never came with the fact. He wanted to discredit the reporting first, and then he wanted to take a side. So someone listening to the show who want to be fair and transparent, they will want a balanced report. You don't want somebody coming from Fadiga office. Why if we invite somebody from Abu Kurma office, they're going to protect Abu Kurma as well. So I don't think that's something you should be interested in. But like I said, in Liberia, gossip is more important than facts.
In fact, let me say, they are no longer, in fact, while we're on the show, important information came. Everything that we said, in fact, to the conclusion of our reporting, Mebon stated exactly what we were closing on. I didn't even know that George Jamie had taken that action. But I know Abu Kurma made it very clear at that meeting. Abu Kurma didn't talk to me. I got the information from the sources of the Ministry of Justice that Abu Kurma stated that they should be separated. Either one of them should go or they should be all stay away for now. I was about to say that, and Mebon, I was even saying them, and Mebon said, hold on 1 second, 30 seconds. He wants to give some report. When this guy is coming, not explaining what he knows, like the people thinking right now, this guy was not going to say anything new. He was just going to come and praising for Fadiga while we have nobody here to praising for Abu Kurma.
Yes.
Then you want me to give you that audience?
Yeah, that audience. Yeah, bro.
The thing is, all of these guys who are accusing me of defending Abu Kurma, go and defend whoever you want to defend. Go and open your own station, platform, and defend anybody you want to defend. They are a bunch of tribalists. If Abu Kurma was a different person, they would not be accusing me of defending Abu Kurma. But because I'm a Madingo and Abu Kurma is a Madingo, anything that would sound favorable to Abu Kurma definitely.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's the
fact. I'm
fact.
going to tribal bigot, and I care less about your feelings. You can go to hell, all the tribal bigots. That's why you guys are the one that keeping Liberia behind.
Mr. Carter,
yeah,
I beg you hold your peace. Yeah, I beg you, Mr. Carter, hold your peace. I beg you.
Sorry,
I'm just saying something.
Yeah, I know. This is Liberia, and yeah, Mr. Carter,
they were not accusing of supporting him, but because they know that Abu Kurma is Madingo, I'm a Madingo. Any narrative that will suit or that will sound favorable to Abu Kurma, definitely, they take away now my independence. They take away now the reporting. They take away the facts that we are presenting. We want to focus now on the tribal aspect. That's why I say I care less about their feelings. They are not good people. They are tribalists who are only there putting tribalism, and they want me to fall for that.
But Segu, the point you just made, right? To the man testimony. This man want us to believe that France would send an invitation.
Yeah.
But Abi Kurma wasn't allowed to attend with Fadiga. And Abi Kurma they won't tell Fadiga that I'm the boss, I'm the one setting the rear. But he wanted the audience to believe that an invitation was sent to the DA, but only the DA boss himself was denied. But somehow the assistant was the one, the deputy was the one that was invited to go. Man, our people,
you see they play the mayor coming say his stupidity.
Segu, a few times ago we were on the show and there was a guy who called. He came the type of way he was asked to come. So I quite now be I do say, but then let God bless all of Mr. Kara was laughing.
Exactly.
So that's it. This is Liberia. So we're moving. We Mr. Kara, we
The lines are open. Let's take a few calls before we before you guys leave us. I think this is Abraham Kone. Yes. Okay, Abraham. What say you, man? I know you've been following. What's going on?
Yeah, my brother, good afternoon, man. Good afternoon, good morning, and all of the guys in Liberia.
Yeah. Man, I got a lot of calls coming in, my friend. So you please give us a chance. Your own you got to give us a little chance because you're not being fucked up today. So go ahead.
Yeah, the show is going to be firing, but don't listen, my man. Don't even let anybody get under your skin.
No, they can't get under my skin. Oh, I can just be fiery when people are funny. I can just tell them the truth. No, nothing can move me.
So let me tell you this. The action even taken, though I've not read it officially from the Executive Marshal website, but the action that they don't talk about, I mean, it kind of solidified whatever you brought on the show and was being discussed. Okay, the gentleman in question, he came in, like you said, with a talking point. Trust me, you cannot be a media guy in Sekou Kana's office and then throw Sekou Kana under the bus here for any reason. All you're going to be doing for Sekou, I'm not saying that whether you're doing it wrong or right, but you'll come in defense of Sekou Kana. That's the reality. That's one. Two, Sekou, I think one thing that is driving the narrative right now in terms of the actual thing about government, you know, is what? In my thinking, you can look at it critically. The fact that it was stated during the commotion that, do you know why the American government is not supporting DEA? It says a lot. And all of the information that is speculated in the air, Sekou talking about sanctions coming and so on and so forth, I think Uncle Sam is giving these things evil eyes right now. It's nothing likely to play with. So I just want for people to be resolute and then focus on the situation that the country is going to be degenerated into when it comes to all of these revelations that are coming out. We got to be careful on issues. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Brother, the trouble sentiment, I mean, it will not go away. So,
yeah, it will not go away, but some of all, some of will be in it. My man, I know what it is working in Liberia, especially in the security, sector, and being a Madingo person. I know exactly what I know. That's why I'm not even afraid to say anything to anybody. I've been through everything, trust me. Through everything. So all these little ones that are coming, they're nothing. When they come, I can just teach them, put some sense in their head. I've seen the worst.
Even if Fadiga is talking about the Fadiga father is a Senegalese anti-Madingo or something. So what about that?
No, let me tell you something. Okay, that's a misconception. Fadiga is not Madingo.
Okay.
Fadiga is not a Madingo. Fadiga is a Senegalese. They are Wolof. They are Wolof. They are Wolof. The Wolof, and the trouble thing that hard is to try. You know why? Because even if Fadiga father was to be a Madingo, as long one of Fadiga's parents is not a Madingo, Fadiga's mother is a Bassa woman. Right. So the fact that one of the Fadiga If one of Fadiga parents is now Madingo, Ebi Kroma, mom and dad are Madingo, they will go against Ebi Kroma. The trouble picket. I'm just saying the truth. This is just unfortunate we got to have a country. Like look at the other one here. He said, doctor, whatever he call himself. He here say both Fadiga and Ebi Kroma are Madingo. No, you got it wrong. But Abraham, thank you, man. Let's take other calls.
No problem, man.
This caller here. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah.
Go ahead, quickly.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the phone.
I mean, put some energy in your voice, please.
Yeah. Okay. I was lying down for. Okay.
Okay. You good?
Okay. Yeah, Seku, one thing is that I want you to protect the show, because what happened when we always join and follow the show, come back, we don't see the show again. Another thing, they're going to be telling us to follow the show, especially me. I'm going to be following the show every time following the show. Okay. Besides that, again, I think tonight you are sincere to your listening audience, right? Because the reason the SKTV is for, I think, to educate or to inform the audience. And if the audience are disenchanted with you on some issue, you have to make clarification, or sometimes you have to accept it. But if you tell them, say, go on Spoon TV or go on other network, go on your network and make your plight there, meaning you will drive the audience and us away, because we come here on the show. We think you think that this show here, is 21, is fight is reporting. That's why we are gathered here to present our fight. We want to listen to the fight from you, right? So if something go on, so we try to come back and redress from you. Yeah, also so attitude went on wasn't fair. You have to listen to us, the audience, instead of debunking us and sending us away to another platform. That was really bad on your part, or Seku, as a friend and brother, and since I've been monitoring you, those who've been having some issues. But that was really bad on your part. I think it should be able to just the plight of the listener, because they are here to get information, and those are coming on to get information. They want, I think, to make a comprehensive analysis between everything that is said on the show. That is those that come into court, and you that making the case right on the platform right there. So I beg you, I hold your phone. I'm not dictating with your show. I'm not saying that you are wrong, but I'm just trying to call your attention to certain things. So please, I beg you, I don't want you to hold it against me. You have been calling behind the scene every time we're talking about the show here. So your attitude tonight wasn't really right to the recorders. So you got to adjust that, and then you have to, I say apologize. I don't want to say apologize, but you have to say something to your audience today. You are not really fair with them. Let me tell you the truth.
All right. Thank you so much. So you say I should address, you say I should have actually addressed to make clarification. I did make a clarification. The clarification is that the gentleman who called, if he was calling to explain to the Liberian people as to what happened, what he knows, as to what happened, I would have given him a chance to speak. And that would have also encouraged every command people then to come back and debunk whatever he was saying. But he instead, in the middle of a conversation while we are informing the Liberian people, the information that you say you are here to get, we are providing the facts. He coming here to discredit us instead of giving his side of the story. If the man guy want to discredit SKTV, let him go to a TV station there that will do that. You all can go there. Let me tell you right now, we have people who come here for information. No matter what, they're not going anywhere because they're here for information. People who come here for distraction or to discredit us, they want to come here when they hear gossip. They want to come here, they want to hear gossip. Even this other day, say they're not coming here no more. Tomorrow, when you say breaking news, JMB finger hurting, all of them will come back. Tomorrow, you say breaking news, the other one say this and that, they'll all come back. They all believe in gossip. You have some rational people that are reputable and they are respected. We don't throw people off. We don't insult our audience. We pay attention. This man is coming. Let me tell you something. If you think tolerance means accepting somebody to come and destroy us, I'm not that tolerance. If you think tolerance means I will accept somebody to come and denigrate and take away our value, the only thing that makes us different from every other platform is our integrity and truthfulness. If somebody come here to discredit us, we know that we are telling the truth. We will not allow that to happen. Let him go somewhere else that he will be comfortable to go and discredit us so that we can confuse our audience. We know exactly what we're talking about is fact, and the integrity of this platform is because we speak truth to power and we present the fact unfiltered to our people. So those are, let me tell you, somebody will tell you, say, hey, you know, I used to respect you, but because I hear them worry about you, and that person will not respecting you. That person is a gossiper. Somebody who respects you when they hear something behind you that they believe that, you know, you're not good, they will call you and tell you. They will not go in public and say, oh, you know, I used to have respect for you, but because that person got no respect for you. These people are gossiper. They are nothing. They are distractors, and they're not fan of SKTV. SKTV, true fan will not stop watching SKTV because we cut off a liar. This guy was a liar. He was here to destroy SKTV information that we provide to the people. He had no clue about the information. He keep talking about Senegal when we're talking about Burkina Faso, as if we don't know the difference between the two countries. I've been in both countries anyway. So I like your, you know, your demeanor, the way you talk. You know, I respect you, and I respect all our viewers and audience here. If that guy called again and behave the same way he behaved, I'll cut him off. If the guy call back and says, Sekou, I want to explain to the audience as to what happened in the DEA office, I will give him a chance. But he coming to discredit us. They will give him a chance to come and discredit us. Let you go do that somewhere else. I'm sorry if you feel bad about that, but if it happens again, I will do the same thing.
Sekou, I got an idea.
Go ahead.
I got a suggestion to make. What we'll do, if that man comes back here and try to discredit SKTV, like you said, we will shut him off in his track. But there's what we'll do. We've been out of business recently. Our guys like Sekou and Lawrence, we need to get more data for them. So on Friday, we will set a goal. And St. Ali won't get the offering basket. We invite him. Send our people interested in gossip. Then we're getting our condition. They will meet that offering basket. They will meet the target for Friday. And then we'll open the line for that man to come give them one.
No, man, more stop it.
Oh, but no, Sekou, the same thing. Because they're calling saying that this man has something to give. And I know the premise that he started on was very wrong. It was not the right thing. But you know what? That's liberal for you. They got people that are in favor of Fadiga, and they got people that are in favor of
more one of the thing I really enjoyed Mr. Carnival was he asked the guy a question. Are you the PRO for the LDEA? And he said no, he is the PRO for Fadiga. So
you know he
it's simple. So since you are the PRO for Fadiga, there is a need that if you come out a PRO to appear on the show so I can discuss the issue. Because once you are the PRO for Fadiga, you'll be in a defense of Fadiga, not in a defense of, and you will not be saying exactly what happened at the office of the LDEA. So at least it was better for the director of communication of the LDEA to speak on the issue.
Exactly. So, Monk, to your suggestion before I take this call up, if this guy want to come on the show,
he's welcome.
We will invite him. And we will invite somebody from AB Kroma office.
Yeah, that's fair game right there.
And explain to us what happened. But any of them, in the process, if your intention is to come and discredit
SKTV, they
will SKTV has been listened to in the entire country. You know why is that?
Yeah.
Because people have respect for us. Because they know we come with credibility and integrity and honesty. If you're going to come, take advantage of our credibility, and at the same time, you want to take on us to destroy us, to discredit us, to take away what we had, the only thing we have. We don't have money. We got nothing. All we have is our integrity and credibility. If you're going to come to question that, then we will not give you that opportunity. So again, let me get to this caller, and then we can, caller, what is your? I think this is Yumotro Kranga, I guess. Hello.
Yes, this is Yumotro Kranga. How are you, Sipo?
Good. You are live on Let's Get TV. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
For sure.
I don't know what all the noise is about. Because everybody that on the platform right now, that from the CPP, now ANC, we all know Kotoma King. He was part of the ANC in the CPP. He was all in our chat room. He had podcasts. He was talking about CPP. Everybody following him, all in our chat room. All of a sudden, one day he just switched. He went to the Unity Party. So he was an undercover snitch from the Unity Party into the CPP. He was there. Everybody on this platform right now, they know Kotoma King. We were surprised. We all were shocked when he left us. We were just like, oh, wow, what happened? What happened? What happened? And he went on talking about Unity Party. And so I said, oh, they kicked him on our platform to be a snitch. He's a snitch. He came over there to come and bring some kind of a lie to make, to make SKTV that you a liar.
Yeah.
He came there for. Now when, how they call it, DMB won his presidency, he was cleaning the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever saw him before.
I did.
He was the head of the street cleaner in Monrovia. Now all of a sudden he part of the LDEA. He's a little hustler. He came over there and he didn't come there for no good reason. I heard the way he was interfering with you when you were asking him the question. He was not there for no good reason.
You're right. He was not even listening to the question. He kept cutting me off. Interrupting me.
He wanted you to hear, and I'm like, oh, is that Kotoma King that I know? So I went on there, I asked a question, the person said, yeah. I said, oh my God, there he goes again. He with a D, and now he finished cleaning the streets in Monrovia. He's a little snitch. Who got time for him? You did the right thing. And I want the listeners to know that we know Kotoma King. That's his behavior. We know him. So he no big thing. You did the right thing because he was disrespectful. And he came there to act like you were a liar.
Yeah.
And you caught it and you stopped him. So big deal. Listeners all over the county, he was not a good caller. So you don't even notify or anything. So you gotta just move on with SKTV because that's where the credible information is. And we're not gonna have a little snitch come and discredit people on the kind of reputable platform. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you. We appreciate that. You know, Steve, welcome. I know you're not supposed to be on today, but something bringing you on here. I don't know, because Barcelona got defeated and you're putting your heart now upside down.
The way I'm looking at
CJ. Because you don't put the heart upside down. You put the heart behind, the cap behind, making it to look like you got someone. Say Barcelona got defeated, it make us confused. Say Real Madrid won the championship now, then everything just went bad.
So no. We celebrated your year. We celebrated your own.
But if people say you're not welcome, Tiola say you should go away. We don't. They say they don't need you. I don't know. Because you say you're not supposed to come on the show.
No,
you are burning off for a whole week. You say
no. I only pop in because one thing I can always tell the Liberian people: you might not like us on SKTV because we don't support your candidate or we don't support anybody. But when we say something on SKTV, it is the truth and it will come to pass. A few weeks ago, y'all go back. We told you on SKTV. A few weeks ago, we told you on SKTV that thing was Fadiga then doing with AB Chroma. We told you it was spliced and the truth will come up. You go back. We told you when they first started talking to each other how Fadiga fired their person and the other person fired their person. Let me tell you something. We told y'all also on the show last year when the Fadiga brothers decided that they will go to support Joseph Boakai after initially they said they will support Cummins when they couldn't get money from Cummins. We told y'all that those crooked fluffy boys were not serious. We told y'all right on the show. You know, I wanted to I wanted to deal with both of them, but Sekou and other people begged me behind closed door. Fluffy boys, I know them from back in the days. They are crooks. The two boys, they are crooks. Just you see them moving like that. They are belly driven. They're not serious people. They recruited Kotima a few weeks ago because they wanted to build an edge around AB Kroma. Sekou, you remember we had a serious discussion when that boy got shot and went to the hospital. We had a serious discussion when AB Kroma were going to Sierra Leone. Yeah. But the news just started. What are they stand on? What are they Fadiga? What are they brother? Those fluffy boys, they are crooks, they are criminals, they can take money from criminals. They're not serious. Let me tell you something. They are not serious. They can exploit people. Fadiga and brother, I call them fluffy boys. They're not ready for life. They are crooks, serious crooks. I say it. And we said it on the show. They went on the post, they insulted me and Sekou, those two boys. And I told them, I said, your disgrace will lie in front. That disgrace not come here. The goal is to honor my AB Kroma getting from there so that they can become it. And let me tell you, they who pushing the whole agenda. Stand on and behind it. Stand on Witherspoon, they confess criminal. And they will go in an investigation. But you know what? That John Palmer way on John Redner. What things will be worried about? That Kotuma young men are passing around. He's not only a hustler. He's a deliberate, confused man. He on a mission. That's why when I see somebody who in the CPP, y'all can just welcome anybody that Joma to say the advocate, y'all just follow them. Y'all don't even look behind people to find out who they are, what's going on with it. Anybody that Joma to say the advocate, y'all follow them. And at the scene when you're advocating and get men, some of them they can be advocating. I told you most of the advocating.
It's only different. We don't want to hear about the please.
But I'm saying that advocating, most of them are men they can be looking for. They're not serious. They're not going to advocate, but they can be hustling. Soon they get men, they're advocating against a men lava, then most of them, they're not on serious issue. So I'm saying that to say the fluffy boys, they will disgrace themselves and they will continue to disgrace themselves. And yeah, guess what? Joseph Baga attempt to fire them, they will expose Joseph Baga there. All of them are in criminality.
So Steve, let me tell you this. Day before yesterday, I said this on the show earlier. Somebody called me and asked me, say, could you know why Joseph Baga went to Guinea Bissau? You understand?
Yeah.
So today, when we talk about Joseph Baga going to Guinea Bissau, Abi Kroma going to Guinea Bissau, Hassan Fadiga going to Guinea Bissau, the boy came on the question that he said that Senegal. What you know nothing. They spoon feed you information, and people who are even filling you if they're not giving you right information, they're not giving you, little thing, cash to tell you to go and lie. You want to go and discredit us. Let's take one more call, Steve, before we go back to you. Okay, I think that was a Sidiki calling from Rwanda. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So, personally, I told you before. Let me see. Hello, Sidiki?
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry, something went off. You're live on SKTV. What's going on?
Hey, brother, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was following your show and just want to make a comment.
Go ahead, quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to portray what Steve was saying. Steve, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Liberian people, we don't follow people record. These guys, the two Fadiga brothers, pay for Joseph Baga. That is wrong.
What was that? You were breaking. We didn't hear you. You said what happened to the two Fadigas?
No, I'm saying what I was saying. Hello.
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, I'm saying thank you to Steve. For the comment he just made.
Okay.
Liberian people don't follow people, and we're quick to forget. The two Fadiga brothers, they made their way to the government, even though one of them still hustling and not get a job he want, and the other one was appointed through AB recommendation and what have you. But the two of them made their way to the government through lies. And they campaign. They actually campaign for Joseph Boakai. But somebody just wrote on the post that only one of them campaigned for Joseph Boakai and out of that. Those two guys, they were all behind Mr. Cummings and the CPP. And after Cummings could not pick up a private day, they'll be calling the men battle bar. They got angry. They make it pick up people going to Joseph Boakai. And then they went to Boakai. Now, the other guy, the last time, about 2 weeks ago, he said he left 24K job in America to go to Liberia to serve the country. They see Liberian people believe that nonsense. Today they came up, they say the fighting drugs cartel in the country, every criminal is a criminal, and all of that. When you talk, people want to link you, with tribalism, because every criminal is Maningo man, so you defend your Maningo, your kids man, all of that. I don't know every criminal. Now me tell every Kuma to get in this every Kuma or every Kuma. My name is Ricky Kuma. That doesn't mean that when something happens, every Kuma as well. Every Kuma have a record in Liberia. You can say whatever you want to say about every Kuma. Every Kuma served in at least 12 years leadership in that country. Nobody told you if you were corrupt, if you were doing this. He may have his fault. But for somebody to come and say, we fought it, drugs, cartel, every Kuma, all of that. The young man who go on your show right now, Brother Sekou, that guy just posted about you before he go on your show, that Sekou is a tribalist. It's there on Facebook. And then now you call to defend Fadiga. Those guys, they are liars. The same Fadiga who is in the DA today, he was the same guy who accused Boakai Cummings, the son of Mr. Cummings, that Boakai Cummings was a gay. How he had evidence on Boakai Cummings, all that kind of nonsense. To the extent that the wife of Mr. Cummings responded to him. And people today defending how he come to Liberia to face me. But when American people come to Liberia, the Liberian people don't get a chance and all of that. There's no show. Look, let me speak to the Liberian people today. There's no show that when people leave America to come to Liberia, and then the people on ground can go against them. It's false, it's misleading. We can name tens and thousands of people to you who left America to go to Liberia. They became more corrupt than the people on the ground. So you can use America to defend those liars. In fact, those guys can brag about propaganda. Lies. Who the decent human people brag about lies? We the jail for propaganda. And what the two guys can be bragging about. And people want to side with them. Every Kuma have been successfully running his private frame, his private security frame. So he don't really need government job. But that guy have a 24K job in America to go to Liberia. They're hustling. Up to now, they're still hustling. And Steve, what you just said, brother, let me add on to that. You said if Joseph Boakai fire low guy, they will expose Joseph Boakai. No. Just say they will say plenty lies about every Kuma and the DA. Those guys get no information on the DA. So they just waiting when they fire them, and then they be talking all kind of nonsense. And they see that people will be believing it. Because that's the kind of country we have. Some of us, we decided to stay away from politics, but this is too much. Thank you so much, Brother Sekou. Thank you for all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Continue doing what you're doing the way you are. We appreciate you.
So, Mr. Kaneo, let me say on the show, one of the first time I met you, the first statement you made to me that day when I came to see you to your house was, there is no formal enemy. It's sweet for Abi Kuma.
Yeah.
Let me say, it's sweet for him. Maybe you're watching the show. And if you're watching the show, Abi Kuma, it's sweet for you. You think for your subordinate to challenge you after he fired that guy from the airport and you told him to put it, he still challenge you. And you all went behind a horse, stand on there, call your Mandela Cooper, then call your Mandela Cooper, and that's all be people that's all be talking political talk, but that Joseph Boakai appointed anyway. But Mandela Cooper then call, hey, I told picture, a DA moving strong. The DA now moving strong. Not the DA now moving strong. The Fadiga brother now go Labrador for drugs. They are corrupt. In fact, the corruption go as far as CDC town. I challenge them to say they not eat money from Samuel Twe. They eat money from Samuel Twe. Yes, they did. Both of them went Labrador. They took money from Samuel Twe and Jowia. Jowia careful in the stomach. The Labrador post. And they say Jowia are criminal, but you eat money from criminal now. So how? They not criminal too. You knowingly eat money from Samuel Twe. That Samuel Twe can't say that. They took money from Samuel Twe. Two of them. They corrupt fluffy boys, belly driven men. They're not ready yet. I don't want us to go change something. I don't want us to go change something. The men who stood here and supported or confessed criminal and went to Stanton court case. I don't want us to go change something, went for a drug. I just look at you for long, I just laugh. All of you say you're not even ready. Like Fadiga got so new for him and go say they went for a drug. They got zero integrity. Two of them. I'm taking anyone from them. Both of them here, brother. They are the same. They are corrupt. They are belly driven. They got nothing to offer. Those fluffy boys that just got Benedict behind. Full business at all. They are corrupt. Two of them. And nobody should take them seriously. The men who stood here went to court for stand on their friend man. Or they can suck up to them because they couldn't get money out of Cummings. That's why they switch. That's why they switch to Joseph Boakai. That is why they switch. They didn't switch because they love Labrador. They didn't switch because they want to go do good in Labrador. No, they didn't switch. Who will get a good job, a federal job, and leave that job to go sell in Labrador to go be running behind drugs? You serious in your brain to think that way?
Yeah.
You're not ready.
But just before you learn, I mean, the letter that Fadiga wrote to the Justice Minister. Look, they think it will bring up. We are about to witness the next Eugene Fagon because it's not easy. I don't know what kind of adjective to use. It's very, very derogatory. Matter of fact, Fadiga is literally accusing Ebi Kuma of being a drug dealer. So I know there will be more to this because he wrote an official letter to the Ministry of Justice, and I think let me see here, sir. The Justice Minister, the Ministry of Justice, and where again there? Hold on 1 second here. I got it here. The Attorney General and the Minister of Justice. Wow. And this letter is deep. The revelations that are coming out already. So I know it won't end here. It will get nastier. It will get worse off. And the Labrador will get to know more as to the crux of this particular story because it's way bigger. And Sekou said it right. Sekou was the first person that predicted what will happen. I think he knew. He got some information before
I told you guys long time ago, Mom.
You said it a long time ago that these people cannot coexist. You were the first that came up with this. So what I'm seeing happening now, like if you can reach it to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, is way more bigger. I think it's irreparable damage. It's irreversible. So at the end of the day, I think the president will end up letting either both of them to go or keeping one president. Keeping one president will even be far worse. It will carry far worse consequences.
Mom, you know how people passing around, they support the president, they support that person, they support the one, they support that one. It's bigger than what you think they support. Look, this story about Ebi Kuma and Fadiga is bigger and deeper. Your country in more damage and danger than your thing. You don't even know what time it is. You don't even know what is going on. You have no clue about what's going on behind closed doors. There are a lot of things that are happening, and you got no clue. But you know what? We'll leave it as that. You will enjoy the movie, and I enjoy hero there. You enjoy hero, then we'll show you now. Let me tell you, bottom line are two things that are happening here: money and power. That's it. The five play AB commanders or Obi and Abba. Soon Fadiga came around. The first thing they try to position everybody around him. You wake up, you Kabeko, he's a security man. You Kabeko, you sleep on yourself, you let him drink. Anyway, again, they will enjoy. That thing will get bigger than this because there are huge and bigger corruption and scandal that even the BB people in here behind the thing yet. They won't get rid of a certain group of people. So you'll be enjoying.
Let me just read one excerpt from the main letter, right? Just for the audience sake, just one line, couple of lines. Listen here, Sekou. Here's what Fadiga said. He said our concern has escalated due to Honorable Kuma's ongoing involvement in alliance with drugs dealer. His policy of protecting notorious drug dealer under the guise of cultivating intelligence and confidential informant, coupled with his recruitment of ex-combatants to perform LDEA functions outside the agency's command schedule, have compelled us to bring this matter to your attention. So technically, he accused me of tribalism, of hiring ex-rebels to come and perform the duty of the LDEA. So that's the end of it. It will not. You can't repair the damage. It's going to the highest echelon of justice.
And because of the reason why he's saying that, do you remember when Yaka said some people, executive reported here, in fact, that there were some people pushed by the president's son in order to run the president to be recruited as LDEA. You remember that? Including some guy that used to be with
Yaka Koluba, one of his security. Yeah.
That guy that used to be with Yaka Koluba, I don't know, he used to call it, what is the guy name, man? He used to always be with Yaka Koluba, that huge, boy.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
boy, I forgot his name, man. When his name comes to my mind, I'll tell
Yeah.
you. That guy and Fakoli were the one that disarmed
Fadiga.
Fadiga. They the one that disarmed Fadiga. Fadiga have firemen all armed in their military suit and with gun. They disarm all of them. So that's why Fadiga calling them the ex-rebel, because Fadiga in his own write-up, he said they surprisingly disarmed him. What kind of
but how does all disarm you?
man?
But how does all disarm you as a scary man?
Yeah, that's what he's saying right up.
But I told you, I'm a security man.
So,
the man, not dressing man.
Any security-minded person, I'm not going to say what you're saying, but any security-minded person,
that means say
you can say they surprisingly disarm you. How can somebody disarm you? Yeah. So
you remember
infusing that whole line of former Ulimo rebel, that is to implied the trouble sentiment to get some trouble bigot on his side.
Yep.
Once you mention Ulimo K, that means you're talking about Mandingo now.
So you're talking about Keita. You're talking about the man who disarmed Keita.
Keita. It was Keita and Fakoli, the one that disarmed him.
And he said it ain't getting warning out of disarm them.
And this was confirmed by some of the same people too that were there. And confirm it. Then all the people coming to run him off. You know, somebody just told me, one of our, big supporters told me, oh, Sekou, because they were buying into the sentiment expressed by those trouble bigot and SKTV haters that really don't have no respect for us. They always want to see us going down. When they come in to express their disappointment about we cutting the guy off, you want me to apologize to them? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that because we did nothing wrong. Somebody trying to destroy us, somebody trying to put dent in our credibility, and we know that we are telling the truth, we can't give them a chance. If they want to do that, let them go on other network that will give them the opportunity to do whatever they want. And he went on his personal page now to go and say whatever he wants to say about me. Somebody just told me that. I don't really care. Let him go and say anything they want to say about us on other network and their own network, on their own personal page. But if you think I should apologize for cutting a liar off, that means I'll be apologizing every day.
They say my apologize?
Yeah, somebody said.
The point who say my apologize, let me tell you who don't go ask to apologize.
Don't say anything bad to them because only people there that said it.
Oh, I don't worry about that one. No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
Look, ain't y'all want to apologize? Y'all want to apologize? Y'all go ask Bwaka to apologize.
Yeah.
To the people for lying.
And to us too.
Y'all go ask, what you name? I remember when during the election time when they switched to Bwaka and we started talking, and on the same platform, Fadiga Brother King was writing funny thing. And you know what? They were rude and disrespectful here. And he went on a page and insulted you and I. And Fadiga did that.
Yeah, but I told you to let it go.
And you said I'm gonna let it go. But I told you I was cooking a soup. But I'm coming back on the show officially. Though boy, they think we would drag the. I didn't want to say.
But let me tell you something.
Because will come out. Those girls are not good for our country. The Fadiga brothers are criminals.
Let me tell you something. I don't keep some of those things that happened in the past. And I've told you many times to let a lot of things go. Because the job we are doing here, from a professional standpoint, if we were actually paying back, fighting people based on information we have on them, because of their behavior, then it will be different. It will be a different story. We don't do that. In fact, this is the reason why we want to be as neutral as possible. We call both of them. We call both A.B. Krumah and Fadiga. It was Fadiga that even told me, "Oh, Sekou, I'll call you back." A.B. Krumah attempted calling, but we couldn't hear each other. He must say we didn't talk. But Steve, it was last night I was able to talk to 4 people.
In fact, last night I saw bring your son to you. I get it, yo. You answer.
Yeah, you didn't bring it.
I get it because I call you answer.
Right after the show, you must come. I want to see you.
Yeah, but the son now, you're not making it.
No, I'll make it.
But I get it too rare.
I'll make it. Or maybe I'll come to the house there.
Don't worry, I'll bring it. I'll bring it right now. Right after the show, I'll show you face.
Yeah, show face. Yeah, so my people, we don't take things personal. We don't take things personal, to be honest with you, especially when it comes to politics. And personally, you don't know how many times I can tell Steve, forget about that thing. Steve want to get at some of those people, then they can think they can get at us, and we have no way of responding. But I always tell him, politics thing, don't take it personal. They're picking up, just written something over there about me. He will call me tomorrow, the after tomorrow will come back. You know how many times I talk something bad about me? I'm picking it. I know how to treat them. They get me angry if I don't give them audience. But they'll be fine. That picking, my boy. Kotoma King, my boy. You're not alone. I got plenty of them. So you're going to call me back and apologize to me.
In fact, going forward, if you call on a show and you think you come in disrespect, we'll call you off. You can do nothing and make that go right on your page. And make that go to your show. When you on your show, you can cause nobody can be there. And people are not going to show them the cause that before. Some people get it, they want to cause it off, they can tag us in there or whatever. That one, no problem, eh? You can't come in discredit who you so discredit who yet. It was all said that you discredit. If you come in to talk a fact or to debunk what we say with a fact, then we not get issue with that, but you can't discredit all. Especially if you are a conduit of the fluffy boss,
I know, right? I want to make him with it, making a discredit SKTV, and he said the
I'm beginning to go do jumping jacks.
But look, I mean, the audience they might take it for fun, but this thing will test Joseph Boaga credibility when it comes to leadership, because at this stage, you saying that the issue of drug is a national security threat and one of the fundamental pillars of your arrest agenda. If the Fadiga, the other brother, my man, Hussein, said on the same spoon talk that the past 5 months more drugs came to the country than even under we are administration. So it means that it had gotten worse under Joseph Boaga than Georgia. So my thing is, if that is the case, if that happens to be the truth, and you got one of the bosses accusing the other one of not only threatening drugs but aiding and abetting criminals, then I don't know. I don't think it can be about suspension. I think it got to be a straight up firing. But Sekou said that if you go that route, maybe the Boaga, other people in the regime, they themselves will be thrown on the bus and they will want to do control.
Mama, a lot of people will be here in that team.
So Abby, Monk and Steve, let me correct somebody. One of the person, somebody was calling. Person acting as if they know A.B. Krumah more than me. Because A.B. Krumah is nephew, A.B. Krumah, mother from Kanwi, blah blah blah. So he knows A.B. Krumah more than me. So the person is saying that A.B. Krumah was never a chief of staff. You see, some of you people, you can just come and market your stupidity on SKTV. And I told the person to call back to tell me exactly what they were trying to say, but the person refusing to call now. The person said, "Oh, I don't even know your intention. I don't even know what you're going to say." The person said, "Oh, you're refusing my call because I got something to say about A.B. Krumah." How would I know that? I don't even know you. I don't know what you're going to say. But you say A.B. Krumah like his nephew, but A.B. Krumah was never a chief of staff. Let me tell you. A.B. Krumah was appointed as chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia after the death of General Dumuya. during April 6th, when the fighting broke out when Chancellor ordered to dislodge the Crown people from BTC, when April 6th fighting started, when Crown people captured Dumuya and butchered him and eat his body, Abu Krumah was appointed as the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. So if you don't know, you don't know. In fact, Abu Krumah was there, and then after the election of 1997, Abu Krumah resigned and traveled to the United States to further his education. That's when he came here, when he obtained a 2 master's degree in New Jersey. That's when Abu Krumah became the chairman for FEMUSA. Later on, I became a co-chair of FEMUSA, sometime acting chairman, and then became president of FEMUSA. Maybe if you think Abu Krumah is your family, is your nephew, is your this, is your that, I know who Abu Krumah is. I know who Fadiga is, but not to the extent when it comes to security. And I know very well. And I will say that again. That's why I hurt some of these people then when I talk. When I said there is no comparison between Abu Krumah and Fadiga when it comes to security service in Liberia. Somebody who served as chief of staff. Somebody served, before even that, before Abu Krumah served as chief of staff, Abu Krumah served as CRD director. CRD director. Before he became the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. And when Abu Krumah returns, the day Abu Krumah was appointed to be 102, when the list came out, they said they'll be appointed one Madingo guy to be the 102, Elling. I thought it was Kabina Kamara. I know Kabina Kamara very well. I thought it was Kabina Kamara. Only later on, when I got informed, I know it was Abu Krumah. If we actually can go against people for the way they treated us, we will not be saying anything regarding Abu Krumah or the other people. Do you know how many times Abu Krumah toned down our interview because he's scared? Because you know when he come here, we'll corner him. He came here one time on the radio, on the phone. We have scheduled several on an interview to no avail. Do you know why Amara Kone not coming to SKTV? Do you know why Samuel Toa is not coming to SKTV? The list goes on. They know we don't eat crap with shame. They know we'll call them out. We'll know. They know we'll ask the relevant questions that matter to the Liberian people. All the other people then, we don't support anybody for tribe, for religion. We are way bigger than that. That makes us SKTV. We are different. We come with trust. We come with integrity. We come with honesty. Your tribal sentiment is not going to fly around here. It's not going to work. Your religious bigotry is not going to work. We don't say anything about anybody based on tribe. Some of you who are saying, oh, you know, because some of them, they are so, let me not use the word stupid, but they are so, out of touch to the extent that when they hear anything, any other name, other than the typical name from other tribe, any other name they hear, that Fulani, that Soso Nimo, that Wolof Nimo, so long, it guys sound like some kind of name outside, like some kind of name connected to Mali, Guinea, or Senegal, they will say that Madingo. So that's why the other one here they call, I don't know like to call it to dignify him. Someone I say he's a doctor. He doesn't even know. He say, oh, both Ebi Kuma and Fadiga are Madingo. No, Fadiga is not Madingo. And even if it is a Madingo, so what? If so Fadiga is Madingo, then he'll be using that trouble slur towards a Madingo person. If Fadiga is a Madingo. The reason why Fadiga mentioning Yulimo K in this and that, he told to insinuate that Ebi Kuma recruiting Madingo people in the DEA. Fadiga will be Madingo, he will say that. So when I called them, I didn't call because they were Madingo, they were Soso, they were Fula, they were Olaf, they were Crown, Mano, or Gio. I care less about their tribe. We care about the issue, and we know we're going to discuss the issue here to the Liberian people. So we always do that. We reach out by calling you or sending you a text message. If you have any information we're going to discuss about you or that will involve you, we always get your take to either deny or confirm the information. That's the reason why we call them. And when we talk here, everything we talk about, it was collective information that we got from both Ebi Kuma followers and Fadiga's followers. The other people that call Kotamaki, he has no information. He doesn't know what's going on. He just does one of those people there on Facebook. When they give him $20 or $15, he go and talk trash about good people, which is his right. And he still my picking regardless. I don't want to say that, Steve.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, I headed to you because I got something to do later on. So let me head that way. We are at go.
Yeah, we're gonna
go. To everybody. I took a sabbatical. That's good.
Yeah.
I will be back. Some funny thing happening in the town. Some funny thing happening in the town. The northern is yet. It will get worse than this. It will get worse than this.
Yeah.
I'll see you just now.
All right. I'll see you. Mom.
Yeah, I'm here.
Anything before we go, man?
Oh, nothing much. It will get worse than this. Steve said, I think that's the closing argument right there. It will most definitely get worse. Far worse than what people are saying right now.
And Mom, behind the scene, I told Steve, and on this show here, I told you guys that for the Fadiga that I know, the kind of temperament he has, and the Ebi Kuma that I know, Ebi Kuma leave no prisoner. Ebi Kuma is, he is very straight when it comes to behavior. Like somebody who grew up on the street, even being educated with all the professionalism, he still got the street in him. Even though you listen to him talking. So for Fadiga and Ebi Kuma to get along, I say I don't think it will happen. I said they will not get along. I said it right here when they were appointed. Now here we are.
Yep.
And in fact, tomorrow we'll talk to Guy Yaki Koluba tomorrow.
Okay.
We briefly talk.
Yeah, it's been a while. Since you got show film on SKT.
Yeah, but what happened yesterday? Today, when he was stopped, denied from entering the chamber of the House of Representatives because of the hat he had on.
Oh yeah.
the cap he had on. They said, "I have said, Joseph Jima Boakai, we, a movement to stop movement against Joseph Jima Boakai, something like that."
But yeah, guys, why you going to wear? I'll grab it to buy.
You don't want a t-shirt and a hat. So, but he had a jacket over the shirt.
Yeah.
The shirt, you can still read it, but then you put it on it's on the cap too.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't wear
and then you wore that and went to the.
Well, I ain't going to say.
But the reason why he did that. He said, by the law, nobody's supposed to wear a barrel to go to section. But the being allowing people to go, but he wanted to know whether the same rule applied to him.
Apply to him, or you get testing.
That's what he said. He said, so he went there and he know that there's certain rule for certain people.
Certain people, okay, yeah.
And it doesn't apply to
so you get tested in.
Yeah.
This nigga got loud up on the way. Let me try and see if it'll work with me, right?
Because I want
All
to
right, man.
because people are stupid.
But
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow. We'll
All
see
right,
you
take care.
All right. Thank you so much. My people here, thank you. We'll be here tomorrow. You shouldn't be carried away by those guys. Anybody that call, if they will disappoint the SKTV, will follow up SKTV, they are nothing. They are a bunch of liars that have been lying for Unity Party and Joseph Jima Boakai. They trying to discredit SKTV. Any opportunity they see, you want to take advantage of it to destroy us. But we are standing by every minute, every second. Don't fall for you. I'm talking to the good people of SKTV, our followers, stakeholders, and good people that support SKTV, even if you don't support us. But believe me, all the people that are calling, all they were waiting for the guy to come and insult us, disrespect us, and discredit us on our own platform. That's what they were waiting for. They wanted me to give the guy the chance to do that. And we said no. That's why they're angry. Don't fall for their tricks. They can't work with us. But thank you so much. We appreciate everything. But you've been slow this few days, though. You know, I've been running late. I mean, running low on a lot of stuff, but you know, I gotta be supporting us, man. Come on, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll try to get your account on tomorrow. But again, before I go, let me say this. The reason why Joseph Nima Boakai went to Guinea Bissau, we have some information. We are still developing it. We are digging deeper. Believe me, you'll be shocked. And I am praying that Joseph Nima Boakai will eventually fire the two people to bring sanity to the DEA. But that comes with consequences. It comes with serious ramification that could be detrimental to Joseph Boakai himself because they got him. Thank you.